Alright, let's go over builds, because no one seems to be doing it right. Alright, this is for Kush. So you'll see Vit and Rocksteady. Now we're doing Attack Charm, because Handicraft doesn't work on this weapon. It just stays blue sharpness, so we're gonna keep it at blue sharpness and just boost our attack a little bit. Now I have 3 bolt jewels because it fucking works. And you want the dragon res because you have really low dragon resistance. Look at that. Where's dragon? 1, and I have 3 gems. Tenderizer. And an attack jewel just to round out the attack boost up there. Right? If you don't have the 4th attack boost, you're not getting your 5% affinity. Super easy stuff, boys. Alright, the Teostra belt. Obviously fireproof mantle. Vit mantle. We're using handicraft because we get white sharpness on our fire and ice. I'm not HR 100, so I don't have the full charm yet, but I will eventually. Something to note here is the Kaiser set. This gives you blast damage. I don't have any blast gems, so this is really, really good. This is the jewel setup I'm running. I've got both critical boost and weakness exploit, so we can get that extra 5%. And trust me, that's huge, especially when you're doing 300 element damage with the Wrath Soul helm and the Wrath Mail. I run it in every one of my builds. I don't take it off. These two go so well together. This is my favorite. So we're running Impact and Rocksteady because, I mean, Effluvia, you can't mantle it away, so you might as well just go all in on attack. Now I'm running Kaiser Van Braces B because they have, let's see if it'll show here. Yeah, the 3 slot, the triple slot there, as well as weakness exploit. And if you run the 4 set of Wrathlos, you get no deflection when your sharpness wears down. Also, I'm running Awakening Charm. So my Sin deals fire damage. And Rathlow's Coil has fire attack on it already and maxes it out. So you don't have to waste any decorations on it. Now, the reason I'm using Rathlow's Greaves is to get the Mind's Eye from Rathlow's Mastery, and it has a triple slot, which I'm using for my Release Jewel, which gives me the full ability to use Sin with fire, which is the best fire weapon for dual wields. I'm running the Sprinter Jewel because I don't have another attack jewel, which decreases my affinity by 5%. But as soon as I get it, I will be putting it in here. It's either that or critical boost. I think I'm going to be running critical boost once I get it because of the insane affinity on the weapon anyways. Elder Seal, pretty standard. Let's just do some normal damage. Attack boost. I put the health gems in there because there wasn't really much else I could do to increase my attack. So I put flat defense in. Works everywhere. If you're a casual player, I suggest this build. see what decorations I'm using. Yeah, you don't get much dragon. You get capped out pretty quick on this build. I think you only get 40 extra, so you'd be sitting at 160. See, I have this one attack jewel to increase my affinity by 5%, but I'm not going overboard with it because why do I need 3 extra attack when I could have 15 extra health? That's a lot better in my mind. Especially with the way that things one-shot you in this game. Alright. Getting to the water one, I never use it anymore. I had it set up to fight Teostra. This is for Rathalos. Now this is interesting because we are running a shit ton of dragon gems, I think. Now we're running Impact Mantle and Rocksteady because Rathalos and Rathian are pretty weak. They're weak to dragon too, so you want to run this dragon weapon. Oh, look at that. Sure. It doesn't really matter. Probably KO Jewel, because the Impact Mantle is really good. Yeah, you can run another attack boost gem in here, or... Oh, maybe I have... Yeah, look at that. Critical boost as well. Perfect. I'm running Leggy because you can get better equipment with it, but you can run more powerful things, but why? Rathalos and Rathian are pretty weak once you get up to this level. Now, Kieran, this is just experimental. I think I'm just going to run this build when I'm going against Kieran now. But this was how I beat Kieran by myself. So I'll show you the gem setup. It's almost the same except for the weapon is different as the first set I showed you. I'm running Steadfast because he will paralyze you and he will stun you. And he can chain them together to kill you. So you're going to want to run one of them. If you have anti-paralyze, run that. If you don't, run the other one. If you don't have it, then you're going to have a really, really bad time. Obviously running the Thunder Res Jewels because the damage that that thing does is insane. But I don't run this anymore. I just kill it with fire. And last but not least, this is the Elementless build. Now you can get Elementless from the Diablo set, but the Diablo set is terrible for dual blades because it adds a bunch of defense and you don't really need that. But if you look at my affinity right there, it's sitting at 30%. Now this isn't done yet because I don't have a couple pieces, so I'm not using this yet. It's not at its full potential. I do more damage with other things right now. But let's take a look. So we got Critical Charm, Kaiser for weakness, Odo for Critical Eye. This also adds Critical Eye, and it has, if I'm not mistaken... Oh, I thought it had a big gem thing, but it doesn't. Oh well. Yeah, I'll be running my next attack boost gem there, and that's basically exactly what I have. So that non-elemental boost is absolutely insane. So if I do this, look, that's the attack difference if I take it out. On top of my insane affinity, plus I'm going to have the extra 5% affinity, plus once I get it upgraded, or augmented rather, it's going to be another 10%, so I'll be sitting at 45% affinity, plus my weakness exploit, which is 95% affinity, so that's as close to 100% as I think I can get for now. Oh no, I have, yeah, that's about as close as I'm gonna get. Oh no, we're running, yeah, we're running Critical Charm 1. That can be upgraded. Oh no, it can't. I mean, if you want more crit, you can go the, where is it? Yeah, the Critical Eye Charm. So you will technically be hitting 100% crit when this is fully upgraded, but you lose out on the 5% that this gives of damage, the 5% of damage. I'd rather have the 5% damage than constantly critting, constantly doing 5% less damage. The math probably is, I should probably do some math on that, but that's the, those are the builds. Thanks.